We are halfway through the playoff phase at Trackmania Grand League. The first 3 matches has been played out, and we are now down to 6 players. One of the players who is knocked out of the tournament is Tween. Tween, I don't know how to even describe this, but how do you feel at the moment?
It's still very fresh.
Yeah.
Like especially the way that it happened. I felt like I overperformed on the second to last map, and I was feeling really confident going into a map that I've been doing good on. But I just blew it. Like what more can you say? It's still fresh for me, and this interview is going to be like mopey and sad.
Okay, but can you try to take us through the last second lap there? You had the chance to even close it out the round before the last round there.
Yeah.
How this last 10 seconds or last 15 seconds, what went through your head?
Well, I had 4 attempts to close it out on the map. On one of them, Kappa beat me like by 10 hundredths or something, and that was a good round. But what can you do? That happens, you know. And I actually don't remember the second one. And then on the second to last round, I was doing really good. I had a good first minute, and there were 15 seconds left, and there is a long haul with no checkpoint there. So I was watching Orel, who was behind me, if I recall, by like 4/10 of a second, and there is this ending that sometimes does this thing where you just can't tell if you gain or lose time, you know. So I knew Orel was good at it. So and there's also the fact that if you mess it up, you find out pretty late, because at that point you can't gain more speed. So I knew that I had to risk it because I felt that it wasn't too good. In retrospect, I know that Orel didn't get it right as well, so I was really safe there, and I had a choice between steering and making it slowly, because you lose some speed by gliding on the platform. And I just risked it, like just went straight, and apparently that was not the right choice. So here we are.
But in your perspective, you didn't know that Orel had oversteered.
I didn't know that he oversteered, but if he didn't, I would have found out too late. Like he could have jumped over me if I steered, and then I would be angry at that. So, but still, I should have just saved it, you know. And like the time loss isn't big, so it wasn't a risk that I should have taken by no means.
But then it was still one more round. You still had a final attempt, but now there were 3 finalists, so the winner of this round would take it. Were you able to change your mindset going into that round quickly? Did you still have the other round in the back of your head, or?
I'd say that I have pretty good experience with these kinds of situations, so I knew that you have to refocus really fast, because if you disappointingly lose a way to close out a match, then you can just crumble. But you know, you just have to get one more in. So I tried to do that. I didn't do it fast enough. So I kind of like I went really safe at the start, and I think I was ahead still, but I didn't gain as much as I could have on the other 2 guys. And I think that there were some slight mistakes that I did during the round, and but still I was like 1/10 ahead of Riolu. I think I was ahead by more, but he was catching up, and I was really like feeling it. So I tried to get it right for once at the end, and actually I did a decent ending, but Riolu got it a lot better. And what I feared would happen on the round before, that I just started seeing a car that was faster than me, and I was like completely powerless to do anything. That's what happened. So. And when the car was flying, I knew that it's gone, and that was just crashing. Honestly, it's also I won't get to play on the stage, which is really disappointing. That was my main like goal to do here. So yeah. That's it.
Certainly not the tournament you hoped for, but when you go home, is there any positive things you can take from here, or is it just going to be a bad experience in the history books for you?
I think I've learned like what it takes to practice for a tournament like this, and I'm not really like too negative about it. Like I know it's going to sting for a week or two, but I have this like feeling that I can come back stronger than ever on these tracks, and also there are other tournaments that are still up for grabs. So this was a learning experience for me, I guess, and I'll try to like squeeze something positive out of this, but right now I'm on the verge of crying basically, so yeah.
I won't keep you much longer. Final question for me. You have played against the players now, you have felt the level they have. Is there, in your eyes, who is going to win this tournament?
This one is, I guessed Papu at the start,
Yeah.
and he went through his match with me, so, but this is not going to be based on what they played like, because I think this certain player has a lot more in him than he showed so far, and it's Kappa. I think Kappa can make a really big stride for the win here.
So when other people may be retracting their bet because of the performance they had so far, you will actually place your bet on Kappa so far, because you know that he has.
I know that he has shaky beginnings of tournaments, and if this is a shaky beginning, then you're in for a treat tonight.
You're in for a treat. Thanks for doing this, and hopefully next time we'll end the tournament on a more cheerful interview.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Thank you.
You'll have the winner bracket final coming up, the consolidation final, and the grand final. The grand final is at 10:30. That's it. Bye bye.
Bye.